Hello, good morning students. I'm Shanu Shannatigalu. Dear students, we have been discussing the lesson Tom whitewashes a fence. Let us continue the remaining part. So today in this session we are going to learn about some contractions, reading 3 paragraphs, explanation and new words. So here you can see the list of contractions or shortened words. First one, ain't. It's a full form are not, is not, am not. And second one, want. Here are silent letter. You should not pronounce and you should pronounce want. And its similar contractions wasn't, weren't. I am. And next, you are. It's, don't. You would, oughtn't, wouldn't. You can take the screenshot and write it down in your English notebook. So now, shall we start today's paragraphs? Yes. So here you can see the today's paragraphs. Let's start reading. Set her back on the starboard. Ting-a-ling, ling, chow, cha-chow, wow. His right hand meantime describing stately circles, for it was representing a 40-foot wheel. He tried very hard to get Tom's attention, but Tom went on whitewashing, paid no attention to the steamboat. Ben stared a moment and then said, "Hi, you are up a stump, ain't you?" No answer. Tom surveyed his last touch with the eye of an artist. Then he gave his brush another gentle sweep and surveyed the result as before. Ben ranged up alongside of him. Tom's mouth watered. So next paragraph. Tom's mouth watered for the apple, but he stuck to his work. Ben said, "Hello, old chap. You got to work, eh?" Tom wheeled suddenly and said, "Why, it's you, Ben. I want noticing." Then Ben said, "Say, I am going to in a swimming. I am. Don't you wish you could? But of course you would rather work, wouldn't you? Course you would." Tom contemplated a bit and said, "What do you call work?" Ben said, "Why, ain't that work?" Tom resumed his whitewashing and answered carelessly, "Well, maybe it is, and maybe it ain't. All I know is it suits Tom Sawyer." Then Ben said, "Oh, come now. You don't do. You don't mean to let on that you like it." The brush continued to move and Tom said, "Like it? Well, I don't see why I oughtn't like it. Why I oughtn't to like it. Does a boy get a chance to whitewash a fence every day?" So this is today's paragraph. It is the dialogues conversation between Tom Sawyer and Ben Rogers. Here you can see the list of meaning of new words given in the today's paragraphs. You can take the screenshot and write it down in your English notebook and also underline these words in your course book. Is it okay, children? So, let's start today's explanation. So, before that, in the previous session, we discussed what we had discussed. We discussed about of Ben Roger. Ben Roger arrived and his walking style and his nature, and he was an eating apple as well as pretending as a steamboat and captain and engine bells. We had discussed these all things. Now in today's class we are going to discuss how he pretends as a steamboat. Let's start. Here you can see the picture. Today we are going to study how he pretends as a steamboat as well as captain as well as engine bells. So look at the picture. His first dialogue. Which is his first dialogue? Set her back on the starboard. Here it is an order. Ben Roger would give order like the captain of the steamboat. And next one is tingling, ling, chow, cha chow, wow, chow. So it is sound of the engine bells. Sound of the engine bells. Engine bells. His right hand meantime describing stately circles. It means he would show the actions as a steamboat captain. Look at the picture. So how he is giving the orders, making the sound. For it was representing a 40-foot wheel. In the sense it was representing the wheel of the steamboat. So everything was done, these all activities, to grab the attention of Tom Sawyer. To grab the attention of Tom Sawyer. See here. But Tom went on whitewashing because he knew that how is the behavior of Ben Rogers. He didn't pay any attention. Look at here. So then when Tom Sawyer did not respond, Ben stayed a moment. It means he looked continuously without blink of eyes and then said, "Hi, you are up a stump, ain't you?" That means you are working, right? You are working, aren't you? Here question tag it is. You are working, aren't you? Then Tom did not speak anything. Just he was whitewashing the fence. So after painting, he would look like an artist. Painter, an artist. He is doing as a acting, like very hard worker. Then he would compare the earlier as well as last he made effect as before. Then Ben ranged up alongside of him. He is doing very promptly his work. Ranged up alongside of him means Ben moved beside of Tom showing an apple. Look at the picture. He moved beside of Tom. But then Tom looked at Ben's apple. His mouth watered for the apple. But he stuck to his work. It means Tom did not see at him. He was very stick on work because he knew that Ben Roger is pretending and doing like that to grab his attention. Ben said, "Hello, old chap. You got to work, hey?" Here, old chap is addressed the man, affectionate name. He said, You got work, hey? Then Tom wheeled means turned. See the picture? Turned suddenly and said, looked at the Ben and said, what do you call work? Then Ben said, why, it's you, Ben. It's you, Ben. I want noticing. He expressed his appearance. Then he said that he had not seen him. Then Ben said that he was going in a swimming, and don't you wish you could wish to come, but you would rather work, wouldn't you? You can't come. Then Tom contemplated a bit. It means Tom paid his attention a moment and said that, what do you call work? What do you call work? Then Ben asked, why ain't that work? Why, whitewashing is not work. Then Tom resumed his whitewashing, means continued. Continued is whitewashing and answered carelessly. He asked the question. When he asked the question, why ain't that work? Means it is not a work. Whitewashing is not a work. Then he continued to whitewashing and said, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is not. All I know that is suitable for Tom Sawyer. Nobody can do this. So then Ben said, oh, come now. You don't mean to let on that you like it. It means Tom Sawyer like this work. I can't believe. Then Tom said that, why didn't like this? Why I didn't like this? I don't know. But I will do this. I can enjoy this. And also asked the question, does a boy get a chance to whitewash every day? It is rare work and also a very enjoyment work. He asked question, does a boy get a chance to whitewash fence every day? By saying this, he made confused to Ben Rogers. See the picture? Dear students, this is the explanation of today's paragraphs. I hope it is very clear to you all. But students, you watch again and again the videos carefully. Then only you can become perfect on this lesson. Is it clear, students? Will you do? So, this is today's your homework. Read the dialogues of conversation between Tom Sawyer and Ben Rogers. And next one, write the list of contractions and meaning of new words in your English notebook, which I have given in this video. Those you can write in English notebook. So, if you have any queries or any confusion, you can call or text me. So, we will continue in the next session.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Thank you for watching the video.